The Tour Championship, the big purse, it's all here this week down in Atlanta at East Lake Golf Club. Watching this play out will be sensational. Now, the reason that we bring on Dubs Anderson is here, he is a fine co-host. We know a lot about a lot of topics, but this man knows the PGA Tour, and thank goodness I have him with this segment. So, Dubsy, let's just lay it out here. The Tour Championship will be played this weekend. As I said, a huge purse here. But let the people know, if they weren't following along yet, how did we get this point with the Tour Champion this week? And also, how does it play out, and what are some of the rules that everybody can look forward to?
Yeah, it's a little different this week, Donnie. It's the last event for the FedEx Cup Playoffs, so it is the season finale. A lot of money on the line, $25 million for whoever finishes up on top at East Lake on Sunday afternoon. It was 70 players to start the playoffs. It became 50 there last week, and we've now only got 30 remaining. There's going to be no cut for this one, so every golfer that tees off on Thursday has a really good chance of going through to the weekend and making a bit of a tilt up this leaderboard. Now, the starting positions is a unique one. It's a staggered scoring start. So we do this in trying to reward the better players through the regular season. So how's it going to look on Thursday morning? Scottie Scheffler will start this tournament at 10 under par. Xander Schauffele, he'll start in second place at 8 under par. Hideki Matsuyama, he'll start at 7 under par. And we keep on seeding the golfers once we get to 5 under by 5 shots a piece here. So a lot of the golfers will be starting 8 shots back, 9 shots back, 10 shots back. So it really is such a benefit for playing some good golf throughout the season. Scottie Scheffler, he's had 6 wins, including a gold medal as well. Xander Schauffele's had the 2 majors, and he looks to be playing with a chip on his shoulder. So if you look at the markets this week, you'll be saying, gee, Scottie Scheffler, that's a little short at plus 110, but he will start on Thursday at 10 under par. And this is going to be a familiar spot for your world number 1. He's gone off there as the top choice the last couple of years, but has failed to get it done. It was Victor Hovland taking up a 7-shot margin last year to ultimately lift the trophy at the Tour Championship. So for us, what does that tell us? It's never easy being a front runner on the PGA Tour. It's very tough trying to lead a tournament going through Saturday afternoon through to Sunday afternoon. For Scottie Scheffler, he has got to carry that expectation starting bright and early on Thursday morning. And for all of the chasers, well, they're not expected to get the win, so they're playing with a little house money so they can just play a little looser, a little freer on what looks to be a revamped East Lake Golf Club over there in Atlanta. They'll play it as a par 71 this year at 7,500 yards. I was covering this tournament a couple of seasons back, Donnie. This is a big ballpark. It's the ultimate test. It brings a bit of water into play. But a good thing for all of these golfers is this is prime time. This is where they try and trend their golf game up towards. They want to play well in the majors. They want to play very well here, considering how much money is at stake.
Exactly. You're taking a look at these guys. Now, they're used to playing for obviously big purses here, but when you're looking to win a tournament between $2.5 and $3 million, now up that to $25 million heading down the stretch, a lot more pressure. Let's talk a little Scottie Scheffler at this point, because sometimes you want to be, the same way we talk about Major League Baseball, heading to your best form here late in the season. Scottie Scheffler, not all that impressive last week here. Do we worry about the carryover for Scheffler? And also, Scheffler thinking about, I've been in this position before and haven't been able to close the door. What could change for Scottie Scheffler this week? And it does help that he's going to take an advantage the minute he tees off as the favorite. Why? Because he has a stroke advantage here.
Yeah, and I think from what we've seen, in the last couple of weeks for Scottie Scheffler, the PGA Tour season, it is a long one. Scottie became a father for the first time this year. He's gone through a couple of things off the golf course as well, notably at the PGA Championship. To have 6 wins, to go over to the Olympics, to now be a dad, it's very taxing once you get to this point of the season. Now, he's not going to throw a tournament away. Scottie Scheffler's not going to come out on Thursday and post up a 76 or a 77. That's not his style. He's very consistent, and he keeps the big numbers off the scorecard. It's going to be up to one of these chasers to make up the inroads. They're going to have to go lights out in trying to overtake Scottie Scheffler. At plus 110, I think that number is a little too short for mine. And if you like Scottie Scheffler, you're best waiting after round 1. If he doesn't do anything, that's when you're going to get a better price. If Xander Schauffele can take over that lead, Scottie Scheffler could drop back to plus 300, plus 400, and then he loses the expectation. He becomes the chaser, and he's the one playing with house money. So I think Scottie Scheffler has looked a little tired out there on the golf course. I think at plus 110 prior to the tournament starting, I think that number is far too short for mine. Xander Schauffele, that's the play I'd be watching out for at the top of the leaderboard. I mean, he always had the knock, Donnie, that he couldn't close out on a Sunday afternoon. Now with 2 major championships behind his name at plus 230, suddenly he's looking like a golfer that you do not want to mess with. He has that quiet dog out there on the golf course, and the course history is fantastic here at East Lake.
Yeah, slight little change here in the odds market as well. Scottie Scheffler goes from a plus 110 price to a plus 115 price here at the FanDuel Sportsbook. There are a couple different markets here, Dubs, to actually bet into. You can take the Tour Championship odds, which means starting with the strokes advantage. And as we just updated you here, plus 115 for Scheffler. Schauffele still at a plus 230 price. But you can also bet this tournament 72-hole stroke play odds, which changes Schauffele from that plus 115 favorite currently to a plus 470 favorite, along with Scottie Scheffler and Schauffele tied at that 470 piece. Is there a betting market that you like better? Do you like the advantage of the strokes, or would you rather just take the overall whole stroke play odds?
I don't mind playing this side of things, and I think a play that stands out to me is Wyndham Clark. He's north of 20-1. If you just play the 72-hole stroke play, he'll start at 4 under par. I don't mind him at 50-1 in the outright market there as well. He's obviously going to make up the margin of 6 shots, but this is a guy who looked fantastic at East Lake last year. He went on to finish 3rd. He's got a major to his name now, and he hits it an absolute mile. 6th in driving distance on the PGA Tour. Wyndham Clark is a guy who wants that smoke. If you're looking for a top 10 finishing position play, look towards the Aussie, Adam Scott. Yes, the salty older vet of this field. I believe he is the oldest player in this field. He's got course history over the rest of these younger competitors. He knows East Lake inside out, and you get him at plus 145, not just for a top 10, which I'd play any other week. He's just going to finish in the top 3rd of this field this week, Donnie. Give me Adam Scott. He's played here 7 times at plus 145 for a top 10.
East Lake Golf Club, Atlanta, Georgia, the place to be. Par 71, changes made to the golf course. A lot of fun had by all, and a lot of money looks to be made.